we are following several rapidly developing stories on your news at 5. And we're starting with this. Here we go again. SEPTA gears up for its next funding fight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Natasha Brown. Fare hikes, service cuts, entire lines even shut down. SEPTA's leadership is putting everything on the table at this point. They say they need to close a $213 million funding gap to keep things running the way it is now. If not, SEPTA warns the lines in red could be cut, and that includes the elimination of 5 regional rail lines, including the very busy Paoli-Thorndale line.
And Natasha, the deep cuts don't stop there. Dozens of bus routes will be eliminated. Subways and trolleys would stop running at 9 p.m. and special services shut down. That means no Broad Street line trains after games at the sports complex. CBS Philadelphia's Ray Strickland has more on the proposed cuts and the impact they could have. Ray?
Well, Yuki, we got a chance to speak with several SEPTA riders who shared that they are concerned about these potential cuts, rightfully so, because SEPTA is their main mode of transportation, and without it, they say it would leave them scrambling for other options.
This is a dire situation.
SEPTA leaders say they're left with no choice but to cut services and raise prices due to a $213 million budget deficit. Officials announced their doomsday scenario at a news conference Thursday. The proposal would eliminate a total of 50 bus routes between August 24th and January 1st. There's also plans to shut down 5 regional rail lines, including the busy Paoli-Thorndale line. In addition, SEPTA says 20% of all remaining routes will be reduced, and there's also plans to implement a 9 p.m. curfew for metro and regional rail services. Under the proposal, service to sporting events will be no more, as well as shutting down 66 stations. In total, this would be a 45% reduction in service. Along with the cuts, SEPTA is proposing a fare increase, averaging 21.5% for all riders that will go into effect September 1st.
And we're committed every day to doing everything possible to avoid this.
SEPTA's interim general manager, Scott Sowers, says the transit agency's financial crisis could have been avoided if state lawmakers passed Governor Josh Shapiro's spending plan. Thursday, the governor addressed the cuts at the Port of Philadelphia.
This is a crisis that needs to be addressed.
Majority Leader of the state Senate, Joe Pittman, sent us his response to SEPTA's announcement, saying the state cannot be left fully footing such a large transit increase. In a statement, Pittman told us in part, quote, "This burden should not be placed entirely on Pennsylvania taxpayers."
It's unimaginable because so many people will be affected.
SEPTA riders were shocked to learn about the potential cuts to bus routes and regional rail lines like Paoli-Thorndale.
It cuts off a lot of people from work. It's bad enough that they have problems getting up here as it is.
I use it all the time. It's going to kill me. How am I going to get around? I need it for work, going to outpatient, doctor office, grocery shopping. It's going to kill me.
And SEPTA riders will get a chance to make their voices heard on this proposal. SEPTA will hold 4 public hearings on the proposal starting on May 19th. Now, SEPTA's board is expected to vote on all of this on June 26th. Live in Center City, Ray Strickland, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Wow. Okay, Ray, thanks so much. And happening tomorrow morning, transit riders and Philadelphia elected officials plan to hold a rally to support SEPTA and to call for the state to fully fund transit. It's scheduled for 11 o'clock at Dilworth Park outside City Hall. Now, if you are a regular SEPTA rider, you can find out if your route is on the chopping block by logging on to CBSPhiladelphia.com. We shared what routes and lines would be cut and when.